Prashant and Vishruti parents. The first time, it was probably on some Sunday that I came across an advertisement, the complaint in Times of India that I heard about biscuits. Earlier it was only biscuits. That was the time I came across, and I was just going through the pamphlets and I found the contents of the course that were there to be pretty interesting. The most interesting part that I found about the content was they were quite different from which are traditionally being taken into the schools or any kind of a traditional classes. The first thought that came to my mind is that this is something different, this is unique. This is far from the traditional, the contents that are being taught in schools or even in colleges or even from our past experience about our own education system. And that is something unique I found. And I always felt that over the periods of my professional experience, these are the things that are required for as an individual or as a kid, that when they are going out in the competitive world, besides education, the academic qualification that they are going to acquire over the period, which is going to happen in any circumstances. I think these are the qualities that students need more. Which talks more about personality aspects, than talk more about out of the box thinking. So that's the first reaction that came to my mind. This is different. Vishruti, I won't say, from academically she is not that brilliant kind of a student, but personality-wise she was always outspoken. She is a little bold in her whole, approach towards life. She's quite outgoing and she's quite friendly in nature. Okay, so, but what I thought she was missing was that attitude to learn or a little different thinking from the traditional way. So that was the reason that we prompted her, or rather, that was initial. There was some prompting that was required for her to go to take interest in this kind of an course or learning. So she was good, but we always wanted her to be better and best. She had the qualities which need to be sharpened over the period. And with this platform, we thought this is an opportunity for her to learn something different from what is being taught in the school. Yeah, as I said, the core issue that she always used to face was her weakness in mathematics. And the first module that Smartitude conducted, the focus was on mathematics, and a very different, unconventional way of mathematics. And I say unconventional, it is not something which is not there, but which is something out of practice nowadays. And I feel that she has definitely improved in her mathematics applications, in application in mathematics. Which is quite evident in her latest results in mathematics also. Earlier when she was more confident, today she is confident. Yes, the jumbling with the numbers still continues, but I could see that has decreased to a larger extent. She's finding the subject interesting, and that's more interesting for us. Encouraging for us that whether she acquires numbers 100 or 90 or whatever is secondary, but then she's now finding the subject interesting. Earlier there was a total distress for this subject. Now she's finding interesting, she's taking interest, and I'm sure things will improve for me. Otherwise, yes, she takes a lot of interest in coming to classes on Saturdays and Sundays. That is because simply, I have been talking to her. That's our regular habit that we keep on talking to her. We try to find out, what is something that is more appealing. And she says that this is something different. As I said, we started right now with a topic that this is unique, and the same she's experiencing. And that's the reason that she finds it interesting to come to classes. One was reading skill. I found that the logical thinking has actually improved because of that. And the second was the mathematics part, the Vedic mathematics, which actually helped her to overcome her fear about maths as a subject. Yeah, one repeated incident that made me a little happier is that she at times she switched from a television to get engrossed into solving the Rubik's Cubes puzzle, and then she used to set time for herself and try to achieve that. So I think that aspirations, or rather the change of attitude to shift from a normal television show which she is always glued to, itself was satisfying for me as a parent. Faculty, yes, I definitely have a lot of observations about faculties, and almost all of them are positive. There is nothing negative to talk about. One thing is, yes, all there are young guys, and most importantly, you come from, and the faculty come from the educational backgrounds. I mean, there are sort of fresh people who have but yet who are yet untouched by the commercial, what do you say, the environment, and that makes them a little different, more focused on educational content rather than the commercial aspects of the business. And that is something more interesting. Smartitude is something unique, very different approach. Okay? And I personally feel, yes, it gears kids towards actual journey of life, the practical journey of life. It prepares kids for the practical journey.